In Burundi, I worked as a pastor because I was ordained in 1987. Several times I experienced nice dreams which were conducted me to the leadership of a choir. So I could hear the good song, I could hear the voice and the words and write them. And the next day I will have to teach the song to the choir. It was marvelous. One song which I used and which was spread in the whole Friends Church in Burundi that time. It talks about the love of God. God is love. We should love one another. I'll sing just one chorus for you. The love of God is eternal. People may show you they love you, but it will end up at a certain moment. Maybe when you lose your position, or maybe when you are physically unwell, people will walk away from you, but God will stay with you whenever and wherever you are. Urukundo rwabisi, nurukundo rushi. My name is Pastor Abel Siibonio. I grew up in Evangelical Friends Church in Burundi. It's now 17 years I'm living in Australia, and I attend Queensland regional meeting of friends. I was able to recognize some of my gifts through the Holy Spirit showing me the way. Sometimes when I was on the mountain looking after sheep, I could hear some good and kind voice, often requesting me to consecrate my life to Christ. I spent like 4 years in the Bible school from 1974, and I returned to my village and was able to go through and work for Evangelical Friends Church. So it was not easy for me that time to enter that field, but it was the Holy Spirit who guided me. The strength comes from the peace, love, simplicity, testimony. Love one another. That really helped me a lot to make sure we are bringing everybody on board. The pastoral skills needed in this field are so many. You need to be able to listen. Be able to listen to other people. Be able to discern what is good, what is bad. If you don't have the spirit of discernment, someone may come and bring a bad teaching, and the whole church will fall. You need to be able to listen to the friends around you, elders around you, and be able to listen to the Holy Spirit. Because the Spirit will go beyond you as a human being. Another skill, of course, you need to be able to talk. In Africa, we don't have always the microphone. You need your voice to be able to reach 500 people who are there. I was not able to have that kind of voice when I was young. So often when I was just outside in the mountains, I'll try to practice the voice. I'll just shout. I could say, now, if I hear the echo, that means the voice reached that mountain and it came back. Not only talking, but you need to discern what to talk at the right time. Sometimes we need also this to have some skills or medical issues. Be able to recognize this is not spiritual-led actions. This is malaria. In my village, we had this blood diarrhea. And people did not believe it is a disease, a curable disease, because I was able to know. I did support all the people in the village. None of them died. So you need the skill to recognize what is spiritual and what is physical. Yes, another skill you need as a pastor, you need to have a social skill. You can interact with other neighbors, people from different angles, because you will need them. You need to go to visit prisoners. And if you don't have the skill to approach the leadership of our social, places, you won't reach to anything. For newcomers, it's good to have elders to help you to identify. You empower them to go beyond just understanding the newcomer and be able to identify some of the needs. Sometimes they may come to church because of the domestic violence issues they are facing in the families or any kind of abuse. So we have trained an elder woman to talk to them. I did that even in the refugee camp, where I became the first women group leader in the whole camp so that I could serve them. You have to be brave because of the authorities. Sometimes they are not Christians. Sometimes with the police who are taking advantage of, young girls who were just working for them and cooking for them or washing their clothes. They started sexually abusing them. I said, no, you have been brought here to protect my people. You cannot take advantage of them. So one night, they surrounded my house, like 15 police with a gun to kill me. If it was not the community who protected me, that night I could have died. 6 refugees were killed the same night. So the next morning when I was there, the camp commandant came to the office and said, I want to view, I want to see what you are writing. What do you report? So my immediate supervisor came to visit me with a sexual gender-based violence program evaluator from England. When she arrived there, it was a chaos in the office. And I started accusing this camp commandant about the crimes they did last night. So the office there in Geneva and International Rescue Committee in New York office, they decided to find a refuge for me to go to Australia. So it was not easy. It was, you take a risk. If you don't take a risk, a lot of people will be harmed. That's how we were able to reduce the cases of domestic violence and the rape cases in the refugee camp. We know it is the power of God working in us. We are only just a pipe to let the power of God work. If you trust in yourself and have the inner light in you and just consider God in everyone, you will have respect to everyone. So those are some of the cores for Quakers' values, which really helped me to be able to do so.
Thank you for watching this episode of QuakerSpeak. If you like this episode, please leave a comment and a thumbs up so we can reach even more friends. For more videos, click this playlist here. To subscribe to QuakerSpeak, click this here. And to support us, click here. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Friday.